Good afternoon, I'm Sally Spicer with 2NURFM Hunter News. The Hunter is welcoming a new growth strategy which will guide the delivery of housing, infrastructure and jobs. Its predecessor was criticised following controversy over developer lobbying and failure to meet housing targets. Parliamentary Secretary for the Hunter, Scott McDonald, says the new strategy will focus on what the Hunter needs.
Now, the Hunter region is changing quite a lot. We're seeing transformation of our traditional industries and the growth of new industries. We're seeing a tremendous amount of housing development, but it's trying to get a picture of where we'll be needing the infrastructure and what the state government can do to support that growth all over the Hunter.
A recent survey from Cessnock City Council says local businesses suffered $40 million damage in the April Superstorm. More than a third of all local businesses were affected by the storm, with revenue loss from closures totalling $9 million. Council's Economic Development Manager Jane Holdsworth says the effects are still being felt.
Just in that short snapshot of time, we know about $39 million of damage and revenue loss would have been there across the region. It's the longer-term view that we need to assess, and that's one of the recommendations in the report.
A tobacco ban at Cessnock Jail and other New South Wales prisons will come into force next Monday. Union officials say insufficient planning could put officers at risk, especially after the recent Melbourne riots following a tobacco ban. Despite these fears, Steve McMahon from the Public Service Association says he doesn't think New South Wales will experience similar riots.
There's not potential for a riot like the one we saw in Victoria. There's a marked difference between the way we operate our jails here in New South Wales.
The New South Wales Government has released its draft water sharing plan for the Hunter region. Local water users are urged to come forward with feedback. The current water plan was introduced in 2004 and was due to expire in 2014, but was extended by 2 years. Water Manager for the Department of Primary Industries, Lyndall Betteridge, says this is to allow more time for an effective review and new draft plan.
This is the first time we've undertaken a review of plans in New South Wales, so it's taken a bit of time to develop a process, and we wanted to allow enough time to, consult with those people that are affected by the plan rules and give them an opportunity to participate in the process and inform what the draft rules might look like.
NIB Health Fund is considering a sale and leaseback of its head office at Honeysuckle. According to Newcastle property experts, the NIB office is valued at $5,000 per square metre. This values the entire building at $40 million. NIB Chief Executive Mark Fitzgerald maintains if the sale proceeds, it will have no impact on the fund's customer service operations or 500 employees.
Sport, thanks to our sponsor, Warners Bay Sports Club.
A Hunter Junior Rugby League player has been suspended until 2017 after an altercation with a referee over the weekend. The incident occurred during an under-15s game when an adult referee penalised the player, who then pushed and verbally abused him. The Newcastle Rugby League judiciary handed down their decision on the matter last night, suspending the player until December 31st, 2016. There's no rest for many hopeful Hunter athletes, with the 2016 Rio Olympics now less than 1 year away. The Hunter has only one Rio certainty so far, with Maryland triathlete Aaron Royal finishing in the top 10 of an Olympic qualifying course last weekend. Belmont gymnast Marianne Moncton is training hard for a shot at Olympic fame after winning 2 silver medals at the Commonwealth Games last year. And in rugby union, Wanderers second rower Dan Cavill will miss Saturday's clash against Hamilton, with the rest of his playing career uncertain. The 30-year-old is facing allegations of an eye gouge, stamping and dangerous play. That's sport. I'm Kyle Miners.
2NURFM news time is 12:10.